Did you know that while many believe silence signifies absence, for you, an Aquarius, this silence might be the exact sign that something grand is being prepared behind the scenes of your life? What if I told you that every challenge you've faced so far wasn't punishment, but rather preparation for a reward that will surpass everything you imagined? Aquarius, today you will discover the clear signs that the universe, God, the greater energy that governs everything, is preparing something extraordinary especially for you. And pay attention, because if you don't heed these signs, you might miss your greatest opportunity for transformation. In this video, we'll reveal exactly what's happening in your life right now, and why every little detail has a profound meaning. You'll understand why that feeling that something big is coming isn't just your imagination, but a real message that needs to be heard. Stay until the end because I'll show you how to recognize each of these divine signs, and how to prepare to receive this reward that already has your name written on it. The burning question is, are you ready to discover what's in store for you? Aquarius, let's start by talking about the first powerful sign that a great reward is being prepared for you. You know that strange feeling of isolation you've been feeling lately? That impression that people have distanced themselves, that you're walking alone, that nobody really understands what's going on in your heart? Well, this isolation is not abandonment. Far from it. This distance you feel is actually a divine process of purification and preparation. Think about it for a moment. When an athlete is going to compete in something important, they need to isolate themselves to train, right? They can't be at the party in the excitement in the middle of the chaos. They need focus, silence, a controlled environment where they can develop their skills. And that's exactly what's happening to you now. The universe is placing you in a period of sacred isolation. And why is that? Because the reward that is coming to you is so great, so transformative, that you need to be prepared to receive it. If she arrived now, with you still carrying old energies, old patterns, people who don't vibrate at the same frequency, you wouldn't be able to sustain this blessing. It would be like trying to put new wine into old wineskins, as ancient wisdom says. So what does the universe do? Pushes you away. It creates situations where you are alone, where you need to look inward, where you no longer have the usual distractions. And in this silence, in this solitude that bothers you so much, the greatest transformation of your life is happening. You are being polished like a rough diamond. Each moment of solitude is like a hammer blow from the jeweler, revealing the brilliance that has always been within you. The people who left your life, they needed to leave. Not because they are bad, but because their frequency no longer matches the frequency you are reaching. And look at this beautiful thing. While you feel alone, the universe is gathering the right people, the right opportunities, the right situations for when you are ready. It's as if a grand stage is being set up for your performance. But before you step onto that stage, you need to rehearse alone. You need to tune your instrument. You need to connect with your deepest essence. Now let's move on to the second extremely important sign that shows your reward is near. Aquarius, have you noticed that lately things haven't been going as planned? That there seems to be an invisible force blocking some paths that previously seemed so certain? You make plans, you organize, you prepare, but at the crucial moment something happens and everything changes direction? Then pay close attention because this is not bad luck. It's not persecution. It's not that you're doing something wrong. This is divine redirection. Do you know why? Because the human mind is limited. We make plans based on what we know, on what we can see, on our past experiences. But the universe sees far beyond that. It sees paths that don't even exist on our mental map. It knows opportunities that we don't even know are possible. So when you plan to go north and a force pushes you east, it's not to harm you. It's because in the east there is something you can't even imagine, something much bigger than what you were seeking in the north. Think about how many times in your life you really wanted something and didn't get it. You suffered, you cried, you thought it was unfair. But after a while, looking back, you realized it was better not to have achieved that. Because if you had, you wouldn't have had room to receive something much better that came later. That's exactly what's happening now, only on a much larger scale. The blockages you're facing are divine protections. That door that closed? It closed because behind it was something that would have delayed you, diverted you from your greater purpose. That project that didn't work out? It didn't work out because there's another project much more aligned with who you really are, waiting for you. That person who left your life? They left to make room for someone who will truly value you and walk alongside you in the right direction. And the most interesting thing is that this redirection is often accompanied by a strong intuition. Deep down you feel you shouldn't force that situation, but your rational mind insists. Learn to trust that inner voice more. It's connected to the wisdom of the universe and knows exactly where you need to go. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Now let's continue with our video. The third sign that your great reward is being prepared is something that may seem contradictory at first glance. Aquarius, have you been feeling a different kind of tiredness lately? It's not the usual physical tiredness of everyday life. It's a deeper tiredness, as if your soul is asking for a break, as if you no longer have the energy for certain things that used to excite you. And along with this tiredness comes a huge desire for change, but at the same time you feel trapped, not knowing exactly what to do or where to go. Calm down, take a deep breath, because this tiredness is a sacred sign. Do you know what it means? That you are in an energetic transition. Imagine a butterfly inside its cocoon. It's not resting there. It's undergoing a complete transformation. Everything it was as a caterpillar is being undone and rebuilt in a completely new way. And this process is extremely exhausting. The caterpillar needs to die for the butterfly to be born. And you are exactly in that process now. The tiredness you feel is because your energy is being redirected towards this internal transformation. You don't have the energy for old things because that energy is being used to build the new version of yourself. That's why you feel discouraged by things that used to excite you. It's not depression, it's not laziness, it's not a lack of will to live. It's that those things no longer serve who you are becoming. Your spirit already knows you will fly, so why continue crawling? And this tiredness also serves as a forced pause, because if you continued running at the same pace as before, you would miss your transformation. The universe needs you to slow down, to be quieter, more reflective, more connected with your inner self. It is in this slower state that great revelations happen. It is when you stop doing so much and begin to be more that the magic happens. So if you are feeling tired, honor that tiredness. Rest when you need to. Say no to what no longer makes sense. Protect your energy as if it were your most precious possession, because that's exactly what it is. And know that soon, when the transformation is complete, you will have more energy than ever before, but it will be a different kind of energy, higher, more aligned with your true purpose. Let's move on to the fourth sign, and this one is very powerful, Aquarius. Have you noticed that your sensitivity is heightened? That you are more emotional, more sensitive to energies, more perceptive of people's intentions? Sometimes you enter a place and feel discomfort for no apparent reason. Or you talk to someone and feel that something is not right, even if the person is smiling and being kind. Your intuition is screaming inside you, alerting you, guiding you, showing you things you couldn't see before. And this is not weakness, as many may think. This is a gift being activated. When the universe is preparing a great reward for someone, it begins to sharpen that person's spiritual senses. Why? Because along with great blessings come great responsibilities. You will need to know how to distinguish what is real from what is illusion. You will need to identify who is truly by your side and who is only there for their own gain. You will need to sense the right opportunities and avoid the traps. And for that, you need strong intuition. You need to be connected to the spiritual world. You need to trust more in the signs you receive. So this increased sensitivity is the universe giving you tools. It's equipping you for what's to come. Every time you feel you need to distance yourself from someone without knowing why, trust it. Your soul is protecting you. Every time you have a premonition about something, pay attention. It's the universe whispering in your ear. Every dream that marks you, every coincidence that seems too significant to be just a coincidence, every song that plays at the exact moment you need to hear that message, all of this is part of a divine communication happening with you. And here's an important secret. The more you honor these signs, the more you trust your intuition, the stronger it becomes. It's like a muscle you exercise. So when your intuition speaks, even if your rational mind says otherwise, try following your intuition. Start with small things and observe the results. You will be surprised by the wisdom that exists within you. The fifth sign is related to something that may be bothering you a lot. Aquarius. Do you feel like you're living a life that isn't yours? As if you're following a script written by other people? Maybe you're in a job that no longer satisfies you. or in a relationship that has cooled down, or living in a place that doesn't make you happy. And along with that comes anguish, a crazy desire to change everything, to make a 180-degree turn in your life. But at the same time comes fear. Fear of leaving security, fear of others' judgment, fear of making mistakes, fear of regret. So you're stuck in this painful duality, wanting very much to change but without the courage to take the first step. Aquarius, this discomfort with your current life is not ingratitude. It's not a lack of awareness. It's not that you don't value what you have. This discomfort is the universe nudging you, saying that you were born for more, that there's a much better version of your life waiting for you, but you need to have the courage to go get it. Do you know the purpose of this discomfort? It serves as fuel for change. If you were completely comfortable where you are, why would you leave? The universe needs to create such great discomfort that eventually the pain of staying where you are becomes greater than the fear of change. And when you reach that point, when the desire for transformation overcomes the fear, that's when you take the leap. And here's the secret that few know. This leap doesn't have to be gigantic. You don't have to drop everything at once and run off aimlessly. Sometimes the leap is internal first. It's you deciding internally that you're going to change, even without yet knowing how. It's you opening your heart to new possibilities. It's you starting to research, to learn, to prepare. It's you taking small steps towards your dreams while still maintaining your current security. The important thing is not to become paralyzed, because the reward that the universe is preparing for you is on the other side of your fear. It's waiting for you to have the courage to honor who you truly are, and not who others expect you to be. We've reached the sixth sign, Aquarius, and this one affects a lot of people. Have you noticed that the people around you no longer understand you? That when you share your dreams, your ideas, your visions of the future, people look at you with suspicion or even try to discourage you. They say you're dreaming too much, that you need to be more realistic, that you've changed, that you're not the same person you used to be. And that hurts, doesn't it? It hurts to feel that neither your closest friends nor your family can see what you're seeing. But know one thing. This mismatch of visions is another sign that you are being prepared for something great. When the universe is elevating someone to a new level, that person begins to see possibilities that others cannot yet see. It's as if you're already seeing from the top of the mountain while others are still in the valley. From their perspective, your ideas seem crazy, impossible, risky. But from your perspective, you can already see the path, you can already feel that it's possible. And it's not their fault for not understanding. Each person is at a different point in their journey. But it's also not your obligation to convince them. Do you know what you need to do? Protect your visions. Stop sharing your dreams with those who lack the capacity to honor them. Keep your plans in your heart and share them only with people who are on the same wavelength as you. Because do you know what happens when you expose your ideas to skeptical people? They plant seeds of doubt in your mind. And if you're not firm, those seeds will germinate, and you may end up giving up on something the universe placed in your heart. So learn to walk alone when necessary. Learn to trust yourself even when no one else believes. Because soon, when your reward arrives, when your dreams come true, those same people who doubted will ask how you did it. And you will be able to say that you succeeded because you believed when no one else believed, because you trusted when everyone doubted, because you had faith when there was only uncertainty. The seventh sign is about loss, Aquarius, and this is a delicate but very important topic. Have you been losing things or people lately? Do you feel like you're being empty, that you're losing your bearings, that you're losing your footing? It could be the loss of a job, the end of a relationship, the death of a loved one, the loss of an important project, or even the loss of beliefs and certainties you had about life. And these losses hurt deeply. They make you question everything, make you feel that life is unfair, make you lose hope sometimes. But listen to what I'm going to tell you. Each loss you are experiencing now is actually a necessary emptying. Do you know why? Because to receive new things you need space. If your life is full of old things, even if they are good things, there is no room for the new to enter. Imagine a house cluttered with old furniture. To put in new furniture, first you need to remove the old ones. And that's exactly what's happening in your life. The universe is removing what no longer serves you to create space for much better things. That job you lost? It was keeping you in a comfort zone that prevented you from pursuing your true calling. That relationship that ended? It was preventing you from finding someone who truly values you. That friendship that fell apart? It was draining your energy and keeping you at a low frequency. I know it's hard to see it this way when you're in the midst of pain, but trust the process. Every loss is a liberation in disguise. You are being freed from chains you didn't even realize existed. And the most beautiful thing is that the universe never takes anything from you without giving something better in return. There may be a time lag between loss and gain, and it is precisely in this interval that your faith is tested and strengthened. So if you are going through losses now, cry if you need to cry, feel the pain if you need to feel it, but don't lose hope. Because on the other side of this storm, there is a sun shining brighter than ever. The 8th sign, Aquarius, and this one has to do with time. Have you felt that time is different? That the days pass strangely, sometimes very slowly, sometimes very quickly? That you're kind of floating in time without much sense of past or future, living more in the present? And along with that comes a sense of urgency, as if you need to do something important but don't know exactly what. You wake up in the middle of the night for no reason. You feel restless. You sense that something is about to happen. Well, this altered perception of time is a sign that you are leaving the common timeline and entering a spiritual time, a sacred time. When the universe is orchestrating something big in your life, it puts you in a different temporal bubble. It's as if you're being prepared in an accelerated time, going through transformations that would take years in a matter of months or weeks. That's why the feeling that time is strange. You are living in 2 dimensions at the same time. The physical dimension, where the hands of the clock continue to move normally, and the spiritual dimension, where you are being accelerated to quickly reach the level you need to be at. This urgency you feel is real, not in the sense of anxiety or despair, but in the sense that your moment has arrived. The universe is saying now is the time, not later, not when you feel completely ready, not when everything is perfect, but now. Because you will never feel completely ready. If you wait until you feel prepared, you will wait forever. Preparation happens in the journey, in the doing, in the taking of risks. So when you feel this urgency to act, to change, to do things differently, don't ignore it. Obviously, it's not about doing crazy things or making impulsive decisions, but it's about stopping procrastination. It's about starting to take the steps your heart is asking for. That idea you've been putting off? Maybe it's time to start. That difficult conversation you need to have? Maybe it's time to have it. That dream you've been holding on to for years? Maybe it's time to take it out of the drawer and start building it. 9th sign, and this one is very important, Aquarius. Have you been receiving unexpected help? Have small miracles been happening in your life? That bill you didn't know how you were going to pay, and suddenly extra money appeared? That complicated situation that resolved itself in a way you never imagined? That person who appeared out of nowhere to help you exactly when you needed it most? These are not accidents or luck. They are clear signs that the universe is taking care of you, supporting you, showing you that you are not alone on this journey. When God is preparing a great reward for someone, He begins to send small demonstrations of His care. It's like an advance, a sample of what's to come. It's the universe's way of saying, look, I'm watching you, I'm taking care of you, trust me, because much bigger things are on the way. And do you know what you need to do when these small miracles happen? First, acknowledge them. Don't let them pass by as if it were a coincidence. Pause and give thanks. Recognize that it was a divine intervention in your life. Second, let it strengthen your faith. Because if the universe is taking care of the small details, how much more will it take care of the big things? If it has sustained you this far, it will sustain you until the end. Third, give back when you can. When you receive help, you keep that energy of help in your energy field. And when you help others, you keep that energy circulating. Doesn't have to be something big. A smile for someone who is sad. A word of encouragement for someone who is discouraged. Practical help for someone in need. All of this counts. All of this multiplies the abundance in your life. Because the great truth is that the reward that is coming to you is not just for you. You are being blessed to be a blessing. You are being elevated to be able to elevate others. You are being healed to be able to heal. So see these small miracles as training. The universe is teaching you to receive so that when the great reward arrives, you know how to handle it with gratitude and responsibility. 10th sign, Aquarius, and this one closes with a golden key. You are being called to something greater. You feel it deep in your heart. There is a vocation, a mission, a purpose that is pulsing within you, asking to be lived. Perhaps you don't know exactly what it is yet. Perhaps you don't have all the answers, but you know it exists. It's as if your soul signed a contract before you were born, and now the time has come to fulfill that contract. And this calling can manifest in various ways. It can be through a strong desire to help people in some specific way. It can be through a talent you have that is asking to be developed. It can be through a cause that moves your heart in an inexplicable way. It can be through a vision of what you want to create in the world. The important thing is that you feel you were born for more than just surviving, paying bills, and fulfilling obligations. You feel you have a unique contribution to make to the world. And this feeling is neither arrogance nor illusion. It is the universe awakening you to who you truly are. Because the greatest reward being prepared for you isn't just material, it isn't just financial, although those things may come too. The greatest reward is connecting with your life's purpose, waking up every day doing what you love, feeling useful and fulfilled, looking in the mirror and recognizing who is there, living in alignment with your deepest essence. And when you connect with that purpose, everything in your life changes. The right opportunities begin to appear. The right people begin to cross your path. The necessary resources begin to manifest. Because the universe conspires in favor of those who are living their purpose. So if you are feeling this calling, don't ignore it. Don't let fear paralyze you. Don't let the opinions of others stop you. Start from where you are, with what you have. Take the first step, even if it's small. Because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And every step you take towards your purpose is a step towards your greatest reward. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Aquarius, we've reached the end of this journey, but in truth, we're only at the beginning of yours. You've seen 10 clear signs here that the universe, God, the greater energy that governs everything, is preparing a great reward especially for you. To quickly recap and remember, the isolation you feel is sacred preparation. The blockages in your path are divine redirections. The tiredness you feel is an energetic transformation taking place. Your heightened sensitivity is a gift being activated. The discomfort with your current life is a call to something greater. The incomprehension of others is a sign that you are being elevated. The losses you experience are necessary releases. The altered perception of time indicates that you have entered sacred time. The unexpected help is a demonstration of divine care. And the calling you feel is your purpose wanting to be lived. Now, what will you do with this information? Will you continue living on autopilot, ignoring the signs, resisting transformation? Or will you have the courage to embrace this process, to trust in what is being prepared for you, to take the necessary steps towards your dreams? The choice is yours. It always has been and always will be. The universe can prepare the reward, it can open doors, it can create opportunities, but you need the courage to enter, to seize, to believe. So I challenge you here and now. Choose one of the signs that resonated most with you and take concrete action today related to it. If it was the sign about isolation, set aside some quality time alone to reflect. If it was about redirection, stop forcing that closed door and look at other possibilities. If it was about the calling, take the first step, however small, in the direction of your purpose. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. The universe is with you, by your side, within you, guiding every step. Trust. Believe. Act. Your great reward is closer than you imagine. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, subscribe now and activate notifications so you don't miss any content that can transform your life. Each video here is made with great care and dedication to help you awaken your best self. And if the messages on this channel touch your heart, consider becoming a member and supporting this work that reaches and transforms thousands of lives. Until the next video, Aquarius, may divine light always illuminate your path.